Booster Set 12, Binding Force of the Black Rings, offered 100 new cards, supporting Shadow Paladin, Pale Moon, Link Joker, Dark Irregulars, Narukami, and Gold Paladins. The package has Aichi on it, but yet again should have been Ren, as this set focused on his team and their cards, with Narukami and Gold Paladins being more of an afterthought. In this series, both me and my friend Twinky will be opening products from the Cardfight Vanguard franchise in order of original release date. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, with the winner receiving a small prize and the loser receiving a pity pack, letting us upgrade our decks. However, in each new deck, we will be opening boxes from the next product that was released in chronological order, before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Cardfight Progression series. Alright, welcome to Binding Force of the Black Rings. We got a lot of cool support over here. Really fleshing out Link Joker, considering it was only a trial deck previously. We see the return of Shadow Paladins with the new Revenger archetype. A whole lot of stuff. So let's actually go over some of this stuff. First, go over the pack. I already have a few stuff up, but if I forgot anything, I'll pull it up now. As you can probably see, Amon's getting Amon's followers, which gives support over to him. You know, they focus really on soul charging. Eradicators are getting some support because Naoki was also reversed in the anime around this time. So, of course, you know, always gotta support. We're also getting some more Liberators, but I think Gold Paladin is the least supported in this, and you'll see why with all this cool stuff available. Excuse me. And of course, dear to my heart, Pale Moon, getting Silverthorn, Dragon Queen Luke here, reverse. Part of the reason Pale Moon is almost on the map, just wait till Venom gets out and Waifu Tax takes over. And of course, this website updates all the cards to the most previous printing of the name, so you can see that some of these cards have made their way into standard for Silverthorn. Yeah, so let's go over some of the stuff, shall we? So, Amon, you know, Tetsu's technical ace, got reversed. It has a pretty cool effect where all reverse, you lock one of your own units, and then you get your skill. In this case, it gets 1k for each Dark Irregular in the Soul till end of turn, which is pretty nice because your whole gain is Soul Charge, you know, Soul Charge it. And then if you have 6 or more, you go critical. Meaning, at the bare minimum, you're getting 6k and a crit, and if you have Amon in your Soul, it just gets 2k. What's great about the Dark Irregulars play is you can go straight into reverse and hope you Soul Charge your Heart, which in this case is just a normal Amon. And you get cool support like Dimension Creeper, which you technically go remove it from Soul, which is -1, and then you Soul Charge 2, so it's a +1 in Soul. And if you have things like play him on rear, and then go into Blade Wing Reiji, 4 copies right in the Soul, that was free, take them out, you basically put 8 in. Your deck is a resource, everyone. But now, Luke here, finally bringing down that horrendous Counterblast 3 into Counterblast 1, locking one of your rears, and then choose some Pale Moon from Soul, call it a rear, and it gets 5k. This is like, bring out an Alice, bring out, you know, a Trapezus. There's a lot of options, though at this point in time, Silverthorn is actually now an archetype. So you'll have, like, when this unit supports, throw a Silverthorn from like top 5 into Soul. At this point, I would make sure your heal triggers and PGs aren't called Silverthorn, though they do get cards like that. Moving over to the return of Shadow Paladins, we have Revengers. You know, you gotta support this, and she is a key unit, because whenever Blaster Dark Revenger is placed, you know, in the same column, you countercharge one, basically making his cost of 2, 1, and because the whole deck is focused around calling him out any way possible, like through the Break Ride, and just the general calling it a grade 2, it's you place him and Barrier Troop, and because the way Cardfight works, you can counterblast 2 for his effect, then countercharge 1. You don't have the effect, but you have 1, you can countercharge and then counterblast to retire. Like, just jumping between these two. But the real thing that comes out in this set, Revenger Raging Form Dragon, who is a Persona Blaster with the cost of getting rid of 3 of specifically Revenger units, and at the end of the unit it attacked. Doesn't have to hit. You can discard, not technically, you choose one from your hand and you ride it as stand, and it gets plus 10k, which is so nice. And don't forget, this means you get Drive Check 2 again. Continuing on the support though, we got the new ride line of Link Joker. This is Micro Hold, Draco Kid. You know the whole shtick. It's when it rides, look for the grade 2, grade 3, go into him, gets power, you know, grade 0s in the soul. If you ride a grade 2 that's not the supposed one, you look top 7, call the grade 2. The grade 2, however, is now if you have... getting winded. The Micro Hold Draco Kid, once again, 0. You choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock it, which is pretty nice. It's a free lock as long as you've been going through the ride line. Which leads into the big boss unit, Schwarzschild Dragon, who is another Persona Blaster, and a, what is that? That's a Counterblast 3 for the limit break. Oof. Where you choose itself from hand, discard it, but you lock up to 3 of your opponent's rears, get 10k and a crit. So pretty nice. And when this unit is placed on Van, you may counterblast 1, look up to the top 5, and search for itself. Which, if you really need to, but once again, with its counterblast 3, ooh, I'm going to be using that effect a lot. But of course, they have a new ace unit if you don't want to ride line and just do a default. He works in any situation, so go ahead and throw it in Schwarzschild too. But during your turn, your front row gets 3k for each locked card your opponent has. And Counterblast 2, lock a unit in the back row. Simple as that. But of course, you know, there's more things that got support, like Narukami, with Eradicator Vowing Saber Dragon, which is the first reverse unit we actually saw in the anime. Bringing out the new idea of being reversed, going into, like, a different, your ideals, but evil, twisting it. And this one's pretty cool. It's pretty much Counterblast 2. This time choose 2 Eradicators and lock them to retire 2 and get 10k. It's a pretty nice effect. Let's see what I pull. Alright. I'm so happy because I already just quickly saw Shadow Paladin. I pulled 2 Revenger Raging Form, meaning I technically can use it, but god is it, it's pretty jank. But I did pull a Blaster Blade Dark too, so technically not the worst. One's SP too. We got a Revenger Trumpeter. We got the Forerunner. Ooh, look, PG's always nice. Tartu is one I didn't talk about, but Counterblast 2 and call a grade 1 or less. This basically brings out the Countercharger, or if you need something else, but... once again, having a lot of difficult to pronounce units. Sure, Shangjin, Demon Castle, and Demon World, Sweeper, I don't know. Oh yeah, Witches technically come out this. Ooh, 2 of the Countercharger. Not ideal, but I did get 4 of her, and I'm pretty sure Trumpeter can also search. Oh, grade 0 or less. Never mind. Gold Paladin. Yeah, it's had its time in the sun, but we don't really need Liberators where we're going. Narukami. This one's pretty nice to have if I ever go back with Rising Phoenix. Ooh. Oh wait, I never pulled Dungaree. Never mind. Unlimited his new, evolved form. But I did get the really cool Forerunner, which I don't know why is smaller than everything else. Link Joker, though. Can I upgrade the trial deck? Unicorn's a really good start. Gravity Collapse Dragon, okay. A crit, stand. Well, even if I wanted to do the ride line, I can't really use its effect because I only pulled one. Oh, sad days. Oh, and I got 4 of the grade 1s. Oh, it could have been possible. Hey, at least I got some PGs. I got the nice, if your opponent has a lock, get power. I got some good Link Joker, but I just can't, which kills me. Pale Moon, though, come on. Come on. Wait. If I pull 2 of... there's no way I can pull Luke here, who's a triple rare, and I've already got my 3. But I did get 3 of the break rides for Pale Moon. So I'm actually in a pretty decent spot. And I do got a lot of Silver Thorn. Maybe if Twinky has it, I can steal it, but if not, I can do it, because I did, in Fighter's Collection, craft me a 3rd Luke here, so I could just Unga Bunga have early game Silverthorn. Dark Irregulars. You kind of see me played some of this, but that's when I didn't have enough triggers for Pale Moon, so I dabbed into it. But I do have some pretty okay things. Alright, yeah, let's see what I build. I'm actually curious. Okay. I feel bad in the mirror match. No one touched Revenger. It probably wasn't the most pretty to look at, but hey, we're here now. And I've got a pretty decent amount of Revengers. I got the Forerunner, who, I can do some fun searching. I, of course, got the 2 Raging Form, because I at least got to try to pull it off once. I got the Break Ride. I just have some generic 3s, just because just playing 3 grade 3s is not quite ideal. I got my generic 2K beaters. They have Revenger in the name. Of course I have to have Revenger if I'm playing a Revenger deck. Who would have guessed? I also have the grade 2 that gets power if I have a Revenger Vanguard. I got 4, of course, because I have to be able to call my Countercharger whenever. And if I even really want to, I can call Blast or Dark. But that is Counter Blast 4, very expensive. I got 2 of the just generic 8Ks. Sadly, they lack the word Revenger in it. But I ran out of cards to make a good Shadow Paladin deck in this time. Though I do have all 4 of the guys who, are 10Ks, as long as you got a Revenger Vanguard on, and he's on rear, and attacking from front. I got Trumpeters because I need a Revenger name, and if I ever want to try Raging Form, I can just call Trigger to rear, just so I have bodies. Of course, the counter chargers, because, hey, I want to countercharge 2 at maximum throughout this game, so I have that going for me. Of course, PGs, and I just threw in the trial deck triggers, 4 of everything. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited to do this. I know I could try to stray away from United Sanctuary, but no, let's have a return to it. Let's see how it goes. Hey there, Twinky. It feels like it's been a while since we've done a booster. What do you think?
Correct. It feels long.
Okay. What's with the voice? And the attitude? Where's my normal re-he-he partner in progression?
Whatever you mean, partner.
Okay. There's a bit in here somewhere. I got to find it. However, I did win the dice roll, so I guess I'm going first. But
that would be correct.
Let us stand the Vanguard. I got the forever frontline Revenger, Claudius.
I am revealing a clan which I have not played in a while. I am playing Dark Irregulars with my Devil in Shadow as my starting Forerunner.
Oh, you're doing the light normal shtick again, where you... okay.
No.
Okay. No?
They are Dark Irregulars.
Well, I'll draw a card. And I will ride my beautiful Revenger, Dark Bond Trumpeter, and have my Forerunner go back. It's the end of my turn.
My turn. Stand. Draw.
I look forward to what you do.
Well, this is a suboptimal play. It is my only play. I will ride my Courting Succubus.
No, she's not that bad to ride on.
Her rearguard effect is more efficient. But I digress. My Devil in Shadow, since it is a Forerunner, it moves to a rearguard circle. I will move it to my middle back row. I will now boost and attack your Vanguard.
Well, I'll take it.
Trigger check. No trigger.
Blade Wing Rage.
An iconic Dark Irregular card.
Really? Good for late game pushes. You're kind of throwing me off my game here with this, not gonna lie. Stand and... I'll take damage. Oh. See, like I said, everything's so wrong. I'm flipping my screen. I'm drawing when I should be taking damage. I did get a draw trigger, and that's on film.
I trust you.
I don't like this. But now I will stand and draw. And adjust the camera, because I am fickle like that. I will just go into a generic 2K beater and call out a Transient Revenger, Masquerade, who's basically a 10K when he attacks front row. As long as I got Revenger in my Vanguard name, which I do. So I'll attack 10.
I will guard 5K. The effect of Dark Soul Conductor. When this unit is put into the drop zone from the Guardian Circle, if I have a Dark Irregular's Vanguard, I may still charge 2 cards. Your
Okay,
attack does
yeah.
not connect, and I still charge 2 cards.
Hey. I'll swing 15.
I will not guard this attack.
First and only check. We got a stand trigger. All effects to rear.
Damage check. No.
Darkness is consuming me with the revenges. 15.
I will not guard this attack. Damage check. No trigger.
Alright, here we go.
Stand, draw. I will enter my ride phase, and I will ride the only grade 2 in my hand. Another suboptimal play.
Why do you always, when I fight you, either don't have a grade 1 or a grade 2? Why are you almost always grade stuck?
This eludes me.
I'm just still so weirded out. I don't know what the shtick is. Or do you actually have Adderall in your system and actually become calm and not ADHD anymore?
I have not taken any substances.
Alright, yeah, it's still your turn. I'll still be left very confused.
Now that we are finished with that train of thought, I will enter the battle phase. I will swing at your Vanguard, boosted.
Yeah, I'll take it.
12K. Trigger check. No trigger.
Okay. Damage check. Well, that would have been nice. Stand and draw. Once again, I'm being a little creeped out, but hey. We're gonna ride a very Demon World caster Zershiglignig. I will never be able to pronounce these names, and I will not be tested elsewise on this.
You can just say Demon World Castle.
Yeah, I'll attack you for 10. Actually, no. 7. I don't think it can hit. It's a Demon World, not a Revenger. Oh.
Indeed. My Vanguard is 8K. The attack does not hit.
I'll swing for 15.
I will not guard this attack.
First check. Stand trigger. Those seem glued to my hand. Stay put. Draw trigger 2. So all effects to my rear guard.
Damage check. No trigger.
Alright, let's try this number. 17.
I will guard this attack using a critical trigger. Amon's follower, Cruel Hand.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just happy I got 2 PGs out of my life.
Will that be your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Stand, draw. There are many options of which I can choose right now.
Are you going to go into grade 3? Am I finally going to figure the shtick out?
It seems to be the best play. I will ride the newest addition to my deck. My Demon Marquise. Amon. Reverse.
Oh, you're reverse, Twinky. I get it now. You're calm, cool, collective, care about your... Got it. Well, I'm glad I didn't push you to limit break yet.
I will activate the effect of my Devil in Shadow. I will put this unit into Soul and Counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 of my deck. Search for 1 grade 3 or greater Dark Irregulars.
Is how that goes.
I will grab the Demon World Marquise Amon and add it
There
to
he
my
is.
hand.
Almon. Well, I gotta soul charge him somehow. So I'm curious what you're gonna do.
I will call Amon to rearguard.
Okay.
I will call Amon's follower, Hell's Draw, to rearguard. Effect, I may soul charge 2.
Crit trigger gone. Crit trigger gone. Oh, I like this game.
I will swing 9k at your rearguard.
Yeah, you can have. Go into my. Why? Recently, every card wants to go in my hand.
I will swing at your Vanguard.
I'll take it.
Twin drive check. Critical trigger. I will give the critical here to my Vanguard. And the 5k
Not
to
10
Amon.
anymore. All right.
Second drive check. No trigger.
All right. First check. Crit. Power to Van. Second check. Heal. I do heal. And power to Van.
I can no longer hit. I will abstain from any further battle.
I'll stand and draw, and I got a hefty hand. But now, you face the true black star of my deck. Illusionary Revenger, Mordred Phantom. But that's not all. I also have a girl who is an upgraded version of my Forerunner. Whenever a Blaster Dark is placed on Vanguard or Rear in the same column, if I have a Revenger, I may countercharge. And I Stop moving the camera. Thank you. I have one in my hand, and I'll activate his effect. I will counterblast 2 to retire your rearguard Amon.
Matters not.
And because I have her, I now countercharge 1. We get that every day. I keep grabbing. I want to grab a card, and it's mean. And now I have a second one of these guys. So I will 10 on your rearguard.
I will guard 5k. In effect, I may soul charge 2 more cards.
Yeah. I'll do 17 on your rearguard.
I will take this hit.
I really don't want to do this, but we will 17 on your van. Drive 2.
No guard.
Crit trigger. All effects to Vanguard. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Damage check. First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger.
Alright, yeah, it's your go.
Stand. Draw.
Curious what you got. I would prefer if the answer is nothing.
I will call 3 rear guards.
Okay. Okay.
Limit break effect of Amon. Reverse. I will lock a unit, and I will gain 1k for each Dark Irregulars in my soul until end
So
of
that's
turn.
9.
Yes. And if my soul is 6 or more, this unit gains a crit until end of turn.
So you're at 20. That's fun.
I will swing 10 into your. Into your interceptor.
Yeah, I'll just block 5.
I will swing 20 with my Vanguard into your Vanguard for critical
I actually
2.
got to think about this one. Damn it. Alright, so this makes me 21. Currently a 1 to pass. Makes me 31, which is a 2 to pass.
But
Alright.
I'm at a 20k.
Yeah.
2 would not pass it.
Yeah. No, no passing. Go on.
Trigger check. First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger.
See, I can't always do math.
I will swing 11k into your rear guard.
Cease and desist, sir. No.
And to my understanding, lock cards unlock at the end of my turn.
Yep.
At the end of my turn, this will unlock.
I'll stand and draw. I will call my girl, but I will not activate her on-place effect. And I will swing for 16 on Van. Come on. Can you do it? Can you block it?
I will guard this.
Once again, I'll swing 17. On Van. It's big and scary, I know.
Thinking statistically about the amount of triggers left in your deck. One trigger would mean you power up to 23. No, 22.
Yep, 22. Well, if only you had Realmon in your soul, that would have made your life a lot easier.
I will power myself up to 26.
So 2 to pass.
Correct.
Well, that's already a no. That is a crit, so I'll give it all effects to Blaster Dark Revenger. Which is 22 crit too.
I will activate from my hand a perfect guard for the discard.
Ooh, that was your only one. I know it because you have 2 there. I saw 1 in your soul. It's your turn.
Stand, draw.
On the edge of my seat. I might have 3, but your big Mamma Jamma, who is reversed. That's why I gotta win. I gotta unreverse you.
No. I quite like this. Limit break effect.
We'll just get you Adderall, kid.
I will gain 9k on my Vanguard. And since there are 6 or more, a bond goes critical.
He does do that. I do not like when they do that. It's quite rude.
And since things look very grim for me, I must attempt to make this my final turn. Regardless, it will be the final turn of this game. At least for me. I will call my rearguard a Monsfaller full green.
Yeah.
And because... Oh. Still, a 7k boost is always helpful.
I do that all the time too. Don't worry about it.
10k into your rearguard.
What if I said no?
I will swing 27, critical 2, into your Vanguard.
21. 31.
This will be a 1 to pass.
And we'll add a 5. 2 to pass.
First check. No
Can't
trigger.
let that crit go, because if you get a critical, you won the game.
No trigger. $11k at your rearguard.
Cease.
That will be my turn.
Stand and draw. Well, 16 on Van.
I will guard 5k.
That makes you 16.
I know. Damage check. No trigger.
I just gotta win one more and I unreverse you, kid. I'll do it for you. Alright, Twinkie, round 2. I'll unreverse you. This is actually like the Ren fight, where he had to go up against Tetsu.
There is no sense in your connections. This is our card fight, not theirs.
But we're using the same decks. And I'm pretty sure Tetsu started with the same starter, even though Amon has a new special one.
This is more logically better.
Yeah, Surtus are always fun. I don't even remember what the Amon one does. It is your turn. Don't let me stall you.
I will stand and draw. I actually have options this time.
I'm so proud of you. You always seem grade stuck when we fight, and I always feel bad until I get grade stuck, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I will ride Beautiful Harpura. And that shall be my turn.
Well, I'll stand and draw. And funny enough, I will call the same exact unit I did last game. And because Revenger's in its name, hey look, when I swing with this, it's a 10k.
I will guard similarly with
Stop
5k.
having that in your hand.
I will soul charge 2 cards.
Oh, goodbye reverse and a crit. Guard with that all you want. I'll swing 11.
No guard.
Crit. All effects to Van. You take 2 damage anyway.
Damage check. Stand trigger. Crit trigger.
Oh, I love this game. It's so biased towards me.
Stand. Draw. I will ride Amon's follower, Ron Greenan.
Very logical, I think.
I will call a rearguard, Amon's follower, Hell's Draw. When this is placed on rearguard, if I have a Vanguard with Amon in his card name, I may soul charge 2. I will now swing. Yes, I will now swing with Hell's Draw onto your rearguard.
Oh, take that. Stop going in the hand.
I will now swing.
Yeah,
13.
go for it.
No trigger.
Damage check. I will stand and draw.
I realized a mistake.
What? That you should have just attacked my van?
You will find out next turn.
Well, I'll call her. Can't activate her effect. I don't have enough counterblast. But guess who comes back? Bow, ba, bow. Swing 10 on your rear. If you keep attacking mine, I'm going to just keep attacking yours. A lovely 14.
No guard.
Check. A heal trigger. I do whiff that.
Damage check. No trigger. Stand and draw. I will activate Devil and Shadow.
Oh, you don't have a grade 3.
I will add Raging to hand.
No matter how logical you think you are, Reverse Twinkie, you're still the Twinkie I know the best.
And because of that move, I can now activate more effects.
Truly.
I will call Amon's, Demon of Aspiration, Amon. And during my turn, it will gain 3k, because the number of Dark Irregulars in Soul is 6 or more.
It is.
And I will call to a rearguard.
Succubus.
Courting Succubus.
Oh no, bros.
So for a total of 18, I attack your Vanguard.
I'll take it. Heal trigger does not go off, but I will give power to Van.
I may soul charge 1 due to this. I will swing 9k onto your rearguard.
Go do your check.
Draw trigger.
Swear to God, if you go in my hand, I'm going to scream. Good lad. There I go. Stand and draw. Twinkie, you face my strongest unit now. Revenger, Raging Form, Dragon. But of course I'm not on limit break, so I'm going to force you to only attack my Vanguard by just swinging 16.
I'll guard 10k. And when this gets retired from the drop zone, guardian circle into the drop zone, it goes into my soul.
So I just need 1 trigger.
Correct.
Oh, sadly, I don't. But Raging Foam is still on the field.
My turn. I stand and draw. I will ride my grade 3, Blade Wing Rage.
Ragey! OG!
And I will search for more Courting Succubus in my deck. Actually, would you allow me to amend that? I would rather choose Amon.
You know what? Sure. I'm a nice person.
I currently have 2 in deck.
Also, what do you need? You need 15. You're only at 11. I mean 10. No, 11. Come on, Twinky. You know you want to limit break me. Come on. Do it. I could be bluffing you. But
I'll swing 10k into your Vanguard.
I'll take it. Mainly because that won't hit if you don't trigger.
First check, no trigger. Second check, no trigger.
Well, this is an unfortunate turn of events.
And I will swing into your Vanguard for an amount that is enough. I'm a soul charge 1.
Ragey putting in Ragey. Ragey doing the work. I will stand and draw. I gotta do math real quick. Yeah, this works. Just barely, I think, is what that's 2. No, it doesn't work how I want it to. So I'm gonna just call Dude Bro. I'm gonna call She Girl, who will counterblast 2 to search me a grade 1 or less Revenger. There's a certain one I want. That's right, it's her. Yeah, I will swing 10 on your van. Because I need to actually worry about your soul, because Ragey has no cost except that.
I will guard 5k.
16, drive 2.
No guard.
First check. Second check. Crit. Crit to van, power to my standing rear.
Damage check. First check. Second check. No triggers.
This is 21 on van. Yep, there you go.
Stand. Draw. I will summon Amon's follower, Psycho Grave. I will counterblast 1 and soul charge 1.
You're at 13 soul, and you just need 2 more. The cannon will be nervous.
Retire for another Psycho Grave. Counterblast. Soul. I will swing 14 plus 7. That'll be 21 at your Vanguard.
Yeah, we can't let that happen.
I will swing 14 at your Rearguard.
Sure.
I will swing 10 at your Vanguard.
I'll take it.
First check. Critical trigger. All effects to my Vanguard. Second check. No trigger.
First check. Second. No. Blaster Dark. I only have 2 of you. Mullen. Stand. Draw. Twinky. I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to declare final turn. I don't know how many cards are in your hand, but I highly doubt you can stop my onslaught. I'm going to activate her effect. Counterblast 2 and calling her Revenger grade 1 or less. Yeah, well, we'll have her. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I will now swing 15. On Van.
Intercept.
My rearguard, you see, as long as Revenger is in my Vanguard, gets +3. So he's actually at 12. So I will swing 19.
All guard 10.
I will now swing 16.
I will guard 10.
So 1 to pass.
It is the illogical choice, but it is the only choice I have.
First check. Second check. Now, at the end of the turn, I have declared an attack. I may retire 3 rearguards. And call a Raging Form Dragging Revenger, well, from my hand, as stand, with +10 power. I'm going to steal yours because mine's is off screen. So once again, 21 at your van.
Conditions are currently optimal. I use my perfect guard, discarding Ragey.
Okay. First check. Stand trigger, second check would be based. Nope, crit. That would have been nice too. When you stop my final turn, then again, I was never good at calling them.
Stand and draw. I will ride No Life King, Death Anchor.
Boom, boom, boom.
And at the beginning of my main phase, I may soul charge 1, and this unit gains 2k until end of turn.
Mm-hmm. And now, because you have 8 or more, he gets 10k. Thing.
It's 1k.
1k.
So he gains a total of plus 3k. Unfortunately, I don't have 5 face-up Dark Irregulars in my damage zone. I only have 2. Unless this works differently, and I can use my face down, which
You
would be
cannot. They change that up for 0.
So I will call a rearguard. Amon's follower, full groom. I will now swing 13k as your Vanguard.
You did it to me, so it's only fair I do it to you.
First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. And I will swing 14 at your Vanguard.
I'll guard this.
I pass turn.
I will stand and draw. I'll have a giant castle with a boy boosting him. I will now swing 17.
I cannot defend this damage check. No.
I
trigger.
have unreversed you, Twinky, for you have lost. Your reverse card now is destroyed forever. Not really in the terms of progression, but story-wise it does.
But like, why?
Because you just unreverse. They lose. They disappear.
Okay, first of all, that's my guard. Fucking rude.
I've missed you. Well, thank you for progressing with me, Twinky.
Where the fuck am I?
You're in TTS. And here I'm going to dox you as I stop the recording. Let's see what happens first.